These are some toxic friends that should be avoided at all costs. My friend refuses to let me join him at a club if I don't drink. I'm 24 and I drink recreationally, and I feel this is peer pressure just for the sake of it. Thoughts? Also, I'm not sure if I don't think this is really the behavior of a friend. We'll let you know. We got some text messages. So the friend is in gray. This guy, the storyteller, is in green. And so you're promising to drink if I bring you? 5-drink target? What sort of a drunk are you? Yeah, I'm already out. I'm not friends with this person. These are immature questions. No, if you don't pledge to drink, I can't bring you. The fact you feel a need to ask me to pledge to drink is ridiculous. That's because the fact you don't drink is ridiculous. I wouldn't have to request it of a normal man. I'm not anti-drinking. Consider it your club initiation. I'm not asking you to get plastered. I already said I do drink here and there. Great, then just say yes, I promise to have at least a couple. Or just say, go f yourself. That's a silly request, as per above. That's a silly refusal. If it is one, so I guess if you don't want to come. A drink is a drink. It's not magic. I already said it's a silly request, so no point trying to say it's on me, lol. Again, not exactly an extreme condition, so up to you. Well, it is on you, because you can't come otherwise, lol. Your choice. Just make the choice for yourself and don't even go. Never in the history of events have I had to promise to drink to be allowed in, because that's stupid. You're a very odd character, and I want you mellowed if I'm bringing you to my club, especially if you end up joining. Not debating it. Sounds like this belongs on r/toxic friends. Apparently that exists. You said yourself we're not mates, so what's your decision? I don't even know why you're asking us any advice. Y'all aren't even friends. This is not a friendship. Are you kidding me? You don't have to do anything you don't want to do, and you don't owe an explanation for it. You don't even want to hang around people like this, you know? If they're gonna make you feel bad about choosing not to drink, goodbye. She slept with a guy I was in love with. We weren't in a relationship, but she knew my feelings for him. Slept with him the very night I confessed that to her. Ooh, talk about some timing. And then later said that he SA'd her. He did not. I found out much later that she had invited him over and cried and begged to sleep with him. I forgave her and actually let her stay with me over the summer rent-free because her housing fell through. Then she proceeded to sleep with another guy I was hooking up with, oh my god, and then flirt with another guy I was potentially, this is so much, and then flirt with another guy I was potentially wanting to date. Came out in a flimsy bathrobe when he was hanging out with me. Ooh. And then always played the victim and claimed life had wronged her always. It took me a year, but I completely cut her off. All right, well, I mean, there is two sides to every story, and I'm not about to say that her story of the essay is fake because I don't know. And I'm not gonna claim that. However, if this is all the truth, sounds like there might be some jealousy issues between the two of you going on her end. I've been around people like that. I've been around girls like that, where you say you like someone, they go after them. You flirt with this guy and you're like, oh, I think he's cute. They try to do the same thing. I've been around people like that in my younger days, not my 30s.
Too old for this shit.
So I just feel like there's like an underlying issue there. He openly berated me in front of my flatmates and tried to play it off as a joke, even though I made it pretty clear that the things he went on about were pretty big insecurities. Kept making snide comments about me being unattractive, making fun of my attempts to lose weight, and then got snappy when I got short with him about it. He thought it was fine for him to just be completely betchy just because he was gay. That is not a friend. That's not a friend, even if it's a joke. You don't joke about someone being unattractive and their attempt to lose weight, like making fun of that. That's how you're joking and speaking about your friends? Yeah, no. That's not a friend. I hate when people are freaking rude, like intentionally rude, and then they try to say, oh, it's a joke. No, jokes are funny. I had two friends who I got close to because all three of our kids went to preschool together. Really sweet, funny moms, and we all became very close. Over the course of 3 years, we all helped each other, raised our kids together, and they heard the details of the demise of my marriage. When the day came for my husband to move out, they both dropped me. No, never called me or texted me from that day till now. I was beyond shocked and heartbroken. It hurt worse than the divorce pain because I at least knew that was coming. I finally heard from a mutual friend that they both decided not to be my friend anymore because, quote, divorced women are dangerous around married men, their husbands. Divorce can be contagious and she doesn't really fit in with us anymore. Divorce can be contagious. Divorced women are dangerous around married men. If your husband is faithful, that wouldn't even matter. So, do you guys hear my stomach growling? I have not had breakfast yet, but I'm hydrating, so that counts. Grab your water, beverage of choice, honestly. Cheers. Let me know what's in your cup. But take a sip of water today. I'm gonna take a few sips because I'm hungry, and maybe this will trick my body into thinking I'm not hungry until I eat my breakfast. Many things, but when she refused to come to my wedding because she hadn't had weight loss surgery yet and didn't want to look fat and frumpy on my wedding day, that was the culmination that led me to severing ties. She used to refer me as her Duff, the designated ugly fat friend. If you haven't seen that movie on Netflix, you should go watch it. Then, as we grew up, I slimmed down and grew into my appearance rather nicely, and she did the opposite, which infuriated her. She tried to make up a dozen excuses as to why she couldn't be my maid of honor. She couldn't afford to travel to my wedding, so I offered to pay for it all. Very generous. She couldn't afford the dress, which I also paid for my bridesmaid dresses. Then, when she went on a very lavish and expensive trip to a resort and posted photos on Facebook, I called her out. That's when she said she didn't want to go and be in pictures because she was having gastric surgery and my wedding was too soon for her to be hot in my wedding line. That's just really unfortunate, honestly, that you're gonna miss such a special moment between you and your apparent best friend because you're insecure about your weight. And I understand, I understand not being comfortable in your body and feeling insecure about being in wedding pictures. I totally can sympathize with that. But is it worth not being a part of your best friend's day? I have a friend, we'll call her Karen. You said it, not me, who I've known for 30 plus years. We are now in our 50s. She used to be very sweet, though we'd lost contact for many years as I moved away. But when I moved back to our hometown, we picked up where we left off. Only difference was, and I know this is part of life and we do change, but she, what only could be described as morphed into this real diva and totally man hungry. Whereas I was always the one who never cared and lived life, she was the quite sweet one. Not anymore. Talk about role reversal. Not that I'm in any way sweet. So you're saying you're not sweet? Okay, this girl's writing is beyond. She was so full of confidence, which is great unless it's verging on arrogance as she became. She constantly referred to herself as a natural beauty, which is okay and nice to be confident. But behind my back, she's told people the most outrageous lies about me, like truly disgusting things, which I had no idea she'd done, and would say to her, I saw blank, and they completely ignored me. Other mutual friends had dropped me, taken me off Facebook, etc., but I never knew why until recently. What does she have against you? Karen obviously has issues like needing to be the center of attention by things like setting up a microphone when invited to friends and singing to them all, making it about her. And no, sadly, she can't sing. And now lying about illnesses so as to be taken into hospital. Obviously mental health issues, which is sad. She told a woman she barely knows an untruth of colossal proportions about me and this woman's partner, which was vile and nearly broke the couple up. I had words with my so-called friend, and she was going to tell my ex where I lived, basically threatening me. Now when she calls, I have to listen to her bleating about her and her fictional illnesses for hours in fear of her telling my ex where I live. This is crazy drama to be happening in your 50s. Is anyone else shocked by that? I'm thinking, y'all have been friends for 30 plus years. You're in your 50s now. Aren't we just chilling? I don't even have friendship drama and I'm 32. And I don't want friendship drama for the rest of my freaking life. We're too old for that now. In your 50s, does this happen? I need people, please, if you're older than me, chime in. Does drama still happen? Oh no, I have no patience now. I can't imagine in 20 more years. I'll have no friends. She stole my Adderall prescription, tried to help me find it, it was stolen during a party we threw, then spent the next few weeks staying up until 8 a.m. playing FIFA like that was something totally normal. Hold on. Your friend stole your Adderall prescription and then pretended she didn't and then tried to help you find it knowing that she had taken it. Girl, like, we can share. Why do you gotta steal from me and then lie about it? That's sketchy. I've told that story before where this friend stole my friend's camera and then put it back and pretended she never stole it, and we found pictures of her that she took in her house, in her bathroom mirror, forgot to delete them. And she literally did the same thing. She was like helping us. Oh my God, I'll help you try to find your camera. Oh, here it is. You took it and put it there. It was wild. She tricked one of my friends that she was pregnant with their child and used my phone to do it. She used to steal my phone while I was sleeping and text my friend, the guy she hooked up with, pretending to be me, saying like, oh my God, blank is throwing up again this oh my God, is throwing up again this morning, and various other pregnancy things to convince the guy she was not pregnant and 100% knew she wasn't. Wow. And then this man's is thinking, since you're his friend, that this is legit because you're like, oh my God, she's throwing up again. This pregnancy has been so tough on. What a sneaky little plan. I hate, let me tell you, I hear this story a lot where females lie to men about being pregnant. That is sick and twisted. Listen, I'm a girl's girl, but not when girls are wrong. I'm not sure whether my friends are toxic or maybe I'm just sensitive. I have a group of friends that often feel like a circle of hate. And here's a list. And we will tell you, we're very honest people on this channel. We'll let you know if they're toxic or you're just sensitive. 1, they like to take my stuff and destroy it for entertainment. Toxic. It happens to anyone in the group. Once they destroyed my phone. What? They also like to take my stuff and drag it on the floor and put things in the bin. I'm not sure whether it's just teasing, but it happens daily and it's really annoying. Do it to the leader once. He'll get pissy with you and fall out with you. Oh my God. You're probably very young and naive. They're toxic. 2, they also punch and kick me and pelt the ball at me. I literally feel like their punching bag and I get bad bruises on my arms and legs from them. Oh my God, this is bullying. What do you mean? 3, there also seems to be a leader of the group who everyone protects and is never the victim of these jokes we have. Everyone seems to copy him. They are like his bodyguards and followers. If he kicks leaves at me, everyone else in milliseconds likes to join in. If I get tackled by the leader, no issue. If I try to tackle the leader, I get shoved off by his bodyguards. Next, they also call me it. And that, in every case, they can just because I look different, and they also make so many hurtful comments while the rest fake laugh. They love to play on your insecurities. Example, one guy in the group has a scar on his head, the others love to make fun of. I also get told to unalive my, okay, let me at him. I hate everything about this because you're just young, probably in elementary school. I also get told to unalive myself by them every day, which honestly hurts. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. When the bell concludes the end of break, they purposely kick it in the bottom of the course and lock me in and laugh, which happens every day. When I didn't get the football once and told one of them that they shouldn't get it, they later said I stormed off, apparently, which I didn't, which sort of feels like gaslighting. Next, I feel used. They only seem to use me as a ball boy and dare doer because they peer pressure me to do things to get me into trouble like some sort of entertainer. Next, they have no interest in my life and never ask how I am. They don't even have my phone number or make contact outside of school despite being friends with them for 4 years. No, you haven't been friends with them at all, to be honest. These are not friends. They also pelt the ball at me and at others, especially in goal. They say, aim for the head. If they are successful in whacking you in the face, you get a delayed apology, which I know they don't mean because they just laugh when they say it. Last but not least, they seem to badmouth everyone behind their back but never speak bad about the leader. They say it behind your back or straight up in front of your face. Honestly, I could go on. If I try to speak out, they mock me. And if you disagree with the leader, he'll turn the whole group on you, which has happened to others before. They also make fun of my other friends. It's like they do bad stuff to you, and then you do one thing to them and they get angry and turn on you. Toxic behavior. It feels hypocritical often. I don't know whether I'm being sorted of a wimp, and this is just how boys are. I used to hang out with girls but changed groups as they were Though my other friends tell me my group sounds really toxic, but I don't know if they are. I think you do know. And maybe that's just really hard for you to admit. I feel like a lot of us can relate to this from elementary school because girls were the same way. It wasn't the physical stuff, but oh yeah, there was a leader of the group and all her little minions. And if she was mean to you, it was funny. And if you made a comment back, oh, you're excluded from the group. I dealt with all of this. I feel like most people have. I'm really sorry you're going through this. These are bullies. They're not friends. And it's very much toxic. And I don't even think you'd want to surround yourself with these people because do you want to be like that? Because I wouldn't. She fake cried all night in the one bathroom, not the stall, of my friend's wedding. The whole evening, people came up to the bride letting her know about the girl. The bride knew the girl was toxic, but only after the wedding invitations went out. Ruined my friend's wedding. Fake cried. There was this girl that had every party in high school crying over something. And it was like something that not like worth crying and causing a scene over, but just always every party crying and needing the attention and would just be drunk and crying. It was always something new. Always something new. It was honestly like entertaining because I was just like, oh, I wonder what they're gonna cry about at this party. Lo and behold, they sure did. I wonder if I've ever cried at a party. Probably when I got dumped in high school. I probably cried at parties. When she threatened to hurt herself if I didn't do what she wanted. She asked me if she could sleep over at my house one night. I told her no, since I had grandparents visiting the next day. She continued and tried to convince me to let her. She said if I let her, she would stop hurting herself, but if I didn't, it would be my fault if she passed away. I didn't let her. I ditched her the same year. She's still alive to this day. Hopefully. Oh, she has a girlfriend and is moving out of town soon. This is really sad. This actually happened quite often in elementary school which is so sad, where kids struggle with harming themselves and, you know, suicidal thoughts and things like that. But to put that on other people in that way, in this way, is never okay. To throw that in someone's face and to use it as some kind of tool. Oh my God. But as a kid, you don't even know better when you're young. That's a lot. And it's really sad how often that happens. My best friend of 13 years shares her location with me, but then lies about what she's doing. I want to preface that I'm not actively looking at her whereabouts. But on iMessage, you can see the live location below their photo icon when you're messaging. I did not know that. This has happened a few times now, and I did confront her last time when she blatantly lied and said she was at work, but was at home. She said the lie wasn't intentional, and she was glad I brought up how I felt. I asked her to get Chinese food today, and we made a tentative plan for later. Then she told me she had a lot of homework to do and was just going to stay home instead. Then sometime later, as we were texting back and forth, I saw her location was somewhere an hour away where we lived. I texted her asking if she wanted me to bring her back anything for food, just to see if she would be honest and mention she went and had other plans. Instead, she said, I think I'm okay, but enjoy your dinner. I really don't care what my friends do or where they go, but I really don't enjoy being lied to. And if you don't want to share what you're up to with me, maybe don't share your location with me. I'm honestly really hurt, as this is a friend I've always trusted entirely, and we have always had a very open and honest friendship. Or at least I thought. I don't need every detail of your life, but honesty is of high value to me in my friendships. Rightfully so. I don't feel like we have any reason to lie to our friends. However, I feel like there are some people, because I have a friend like this, and I've actually talked to them about it, where they have a hard time saying no. And so they feel bad saying no to you, like if you ask them to do something, so they make up a lie. And it's like, but that hurts more than you just saying, I don't feel like doing that, or I actually want to do something else. Like, I'd rather you just be honest. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm an adult. Just say you don't want to do it or that you can't hang out. But they feel bad saying no, like that's gonna hurt you. So then they make up like a very innocent lie, and it's like, no, but the lying hurts more. So I feel like it could be a situation like that. I knew for a long time that he was toxic, but I was done trying the day he threw a knife at a mutual close friend of ours during an argument. That'll do it. The argument started over whether you could correctly call the inside of a strawberry squishy. I shit you not. That's how I ended a decade-long friend. The inside of a strawberry is in fact the inside of a strawberry. Like we're arguing about the texture of the inside of a strawberry and if it's squishy or not. Is that what's happening? I would end that friendship too. Even if the argument was something serious and actually reasonable, yeah, the second someone throws a weapon at a friend, yeah, that'll be it for me. This is such a long story about this girl, how I stayed her friend for 6 months. I'll never know. There's no periods in this. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, guys, I'm just looking at this screenshot and there's not one period in this entire paragraph. So I guess I'm putting them in. Thank you. This is such a long story about this girl, how I stayed her friend for 6 months. I'll never know she is such a pathological liar. She has lied about a laundry list of things and still has the narrative that she's a saint. I'm a world of demons. I was sent her Facebook post about me after she found out I took her off my Sam's Club account after I left the friendship. Also gave her back all the things she gave me for birthday gifts and Christmas gifts because she wanted them back. I'm totally expecting a TikTok video tomorrow about how I'm such a terrible person. She has changed her Facebook post 3 times. I'm guessing because she's not getting a reaction. But I thought it was just funny how a Sam's Club membership could make someone so mad. And we do have messages and said Facebook post, so I'm intrigued. We got the texts. They're saying that you took me off the membership thing and I paid for it. So I'll just go ahead and up to the sales desk and make sure that you can't use it anymore because I paid for it. And then we have the said details here. It was definitely a gift from you, but do what you gotta do. Usually you don't get gifts back, but clearly you don't understand that. And then we have the Facebook post. My husband is always right about these demons. No matter what, they can't change the DNA of themselves. Petty AF bitches out here. Karma, I keep telling you, demons inside of you, you can see it on your face, your body, and breath. There's something called the 7 deadly sins / cardinal sins. Okay, this is like a little cuckoo bonkers. We got lust, gluttony, sloth, envy, greed, pride, wrath. Okie dokie. Yeah, all that over a Sam's Club membership. That post in itself, I'd be like, it's a little much. A little bit of a red flag there. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. I'll see you tomorrow.